have wronged me doth appear in this. For you have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here at the Sardines, wherein my letters praying on his side, because I knew the man was slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such a time as this, does it not meet that every nice effect should bear his comment?
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching arm, to sell and mount your offices for gold, to undeservers.
Aye, an itching palm. You know that you are Brutus that speaks this. Well, by the gods, this speech will else still last.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March, the Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What? Villain that touched his body, that did stab, and not for justice? What? Shall one of us that struck the foremost man of this world but for supporting robbers? Shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes, and sell the mighty space of our large armies for this much trash as may be grass dust? I'd rather be a dog and beg the moon than such a rogue.
Brutus, bait not me. I'm not enduring. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I'm a soldier. I, older in practice, able than yourself to make conditions.
Go to. You are not Cassius.
I am.
I say you are not.
Urge me no more. I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health. Tempt me no further.
Away, slight man.
Is possible?
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash choler? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods! Ye gods! Must I endure all this?
All this I, and more. Fret to your proud heartbreak. Don't show your slaves how choleric you are, and make bondmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen. And though it do split you, for from this day forth, I shall use you as my mirth. Yea, for my laughter, when you are whoppish.
Is it come to this?
Well, you do say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so and make your vaunting true. And it shall please me well for my own part. I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me in every way! You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have moved me.
Peace, peace! You durst not so have tempted him.
I durst not?
No.
What durst not tempt him?
For your life, you durst not.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats. Find arms so strong in honesty that they pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me, for I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I'd rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than to wring from the hard hands of peasants this vile trash by any indirection. I did send to you to pay my allegiance with gold, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should have answered Cassius so. Would Marcus Brutus grow so covetous to lot such rascal counters from his friends? Be ready, you gods! With your thunderbolts, dash him to pieces!
I denied you not!
You did!
I did not. It was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath rived my heart A friend should bear his friend's infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
I do not. Till you practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your
A
faults.
friendly eye can never see such faults.
Our flatterers were not. Though they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Come, Antony! And young Octavius, come! Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius, for Cassius is aweary of the world. Hated by one he loves, braved by his brother, checked like a bondman, all his faults observed. Set it to a notebook, learned and conned by root, he cast into my teeth. Oh, I could weep my spirit from mine eye. There is my dagger, and here my naked breast. Within a heart dearer than Pluto's mine, richer than gold. If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I that denied thee gold will give my heart. Strike as thou didst at Caesar, for I know, when thou didst hate him worse, thou lovest him better than ever thou lovest Cassius.
Sheath your dagger. Be angry when you will. It shall have scope. Do what you will. Dishonor shall be humor. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with the lamb who bears his infirmities, as the flint bears fire, who must in first, and straight is cold again.
Had Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to his Brutus? When grief and blood, ill-tempered vexeth him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me a hand.
And my heart too.
Oh, Brutus,
What's the matter?
have not you love enough to bear with me when that rash humor which my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Yes, Cassius. And from henceforth, when you are over earnest with your Brutus, he'll think your mother chides and leave you so. Right this way, sir. This way. To the most beautiful store in all the world. All the wonders of the kingdom for nothing. Nothing. I'll interpret for you.
Hello.
Hell, sir, says he.
Good morning.
All praise to the highest, says he.
Do you speak any English?
Do you speak any English?
Yes, I speak some English.
Indeed, sir. I could stammer upon a song of pitiful, insufficient words.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Well,
A deep hole in the ground. The organ of vision?
listen.
Do you hear something?
I'm sorry to rush in so late like this.
No, please.
No, please.
But you see,
But you see.
darn,
Darn.
I only have about 10 minutes.
Look, I know it's crazy. I know I have about 10 minutes. How soon the golden orb of heaven will cleave the house of the hedgehog?
I have to catch a plane.
Look, I must climb upon the flying corporate carpet and fly away from your kingdom.
Anyway, I want to find,
Anyway, I want to find...
Yes?
Yes!
I guess you'd call it,
Something unparalleled. Something sublime.
a souvenir.
A souvenir.
Something to take with me.
A treasure.
Any particular kind of thing?
Can a funicular hide the spring?
Excuse me?
Accuse me?
How much did you want to spend?
How much did you want to spend?
It doesn't matter.
Let's haggle, my friend. I'm loaded.
Hey.
Is this for yourself?
Look, have you a wife or mistress of Herod?
No, this is for me.
Oh, alas, a lad all alone in the world am I.
Well,
A deep hole in the ground?
I think I can help you.
Solitary, sir, says he. Look, I look into your eyes and I can see your soul shining there like a golden carp in an azure pool.
Really?
Really? And in this brief moment in the midst of this mirage we call life, I feel us two souls joined together by a crystal thread. You know, your soul to my soul to yours.
Oh, you do?
I do.
You know, I've been up in...
Look, keep your voice low.
I thought I heard him calling.
Look, he's sharpening the blade.
Oh, I don't want to be in trouble.
He's watching old movies.
Look, the old man is mad.
Anyway, I'm sure I have something you'll like.
Look, just act as if you're buying something.
What about these things right here?
Yeah, what about these things right here?
Maybe a picture frame.
Can you conceive how lonely my life is? It is as lonely and as cheap and as lonely as this frame.
Or a stone.
It is as cheap and as hard as this stone.
I got more in the back.
He keeps me locked up in a tiny cell.
No.
Wanna stay with me?
Maybe
What I long for?
a golden ring.
It's love. Golden love.
If not a ring, maybe a figurine.
Right here's betrothed me to a girl as ugly as that frog outside.
Are you interested?
Would you marry that thing?
No, not really.
No, not really.
I don't know what else I can show you.
Look, I have nothing, sir. Nothing. You know, nit, zero, zilch, nada. You know, butt kiss.
My God, you're handsome.
My God, you're handsome.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I normally don't say things like that.
Yeah, I know I sound like a jerk.
Sometimes it's something so simple.
Yeah, so complicated is the way of kissing it.
You walk into a shop
I look at you,
and suddenly everything's different somehow.
and my heart flutters like the leaf at the perfumed gum tree, at the scented bounce of bed spray.
That's nice.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Now in this brief moment,
Now, in this brief moment,
on this tiny patch of ground, on a whirling earth,
in the midst of this mirage that we call life,
I feel it's joined by a crystal thread. Your soul to my soul to yours.
etc., etc., etc.
You do.
You do?
I
The organ of vision?
do.
He does.
How can I leave now? Now that I've met you, seen you, heard you.
How can I get on a plane?
Now that fate has brought me to this bazaar.
It's so bizarre, but fate has decreed that we must part.
Oh, cruel fate, how swiftly flow the sands of time.
Shit!
But the stars have decreed that we must part.
Look, I really gotta go.
But I will return, oh my Florida king.
I will wait for you, my Norman prince.
Is that so?
It is so. I will be yours and you will be mine and we will be
Each other's.
Oh, each other's.
each other's.
Maybe I'll have something for you next time.
Wow.
A deep hole in the ground
Well,
with purest water at the bottom.
Salam.
Yeah, so long.
Salam.
So long.
salam.
So long. So long.
Open sesame.
Oh well.
Across the alley was the Paradise Dance Hall. Evenings in spring. They'd open up all the doors and windows and the music would come outside. Sometimes they turn off all the lights and windows, except for a glass sphere that hung in the ceiling. It would turn slowly about and filter the dust like delicate rainbow colors. The orchestra, they would play a waltz or a tango, something that had a slow and sensuous rhythm. The young couples, well, they would go outside to the relative privacy of the alley, You could see them kissing behind ash pits and telephone poles. This was the compensation for lives that passed like mine, without a change or adventure. Changes or adventure, however, were imminent this year. I mean, they were waiting around the corner for all these dancing kids, suspended in the midst of a Brutus garden, caught in the fold of Chamberlain's umbrella. In Spain, there was Guernica. Here, there was hot swing music, dance halls, bars and liquor, and sex that hung in the gloom like a chandelier, flooding the world with brief, deceptive rainbows, while all these dancing kids danced to dear one. World's waiting for the sunrise. All they really were waiting for? Bombardment. I know the secret. The secret to your pain. Course I didn't always know. First I had to die and come back to life before I had the gift. You see, the captain set me up ahead to scalp the screaming yellow bastards. Cause for the life of me, I couldn't understand why they be screaming, seeing that we was trying to kill them and they us. But anyway, I'm off looking when all of a sudden I find myself smack dead in the middle of this explosion. This blinding, burning, scalding explosion. Must have been a booby trap or something, cause all around me is fire. Hell, I'm on fire like a piece of chicken strapped in a skittle of crackling grease, while my flesh was just peeling off of my bones. And then I say to myself, Judy, if your flesh is on fire, how come you don't feel no pain? I did it. I swear as I'm standing right here, I felt nothing. Well, that's when I sort of put two and two together and realized I didn't feel a whole lot of hurt, cause I done died. Hell, once you know you dead, why keep on dying, you know? So like I said, I walked on out of that explosion, fully expecting to see white clouds. Jesus, and my mama. Only all I saw was more war. Shooting going way off in this direction and that direction. And staying on around me was Hubert, J.F., and the captain. They all standing around looking at me like I'm some kind of ghost. So I yells to them, "Hey there, Hubert! Hey there, Captain!" And still they just stare. So I tells them how I died and how I guess it wasn't my time, cause here I am, fully in the flesh and not a scratch to my bones. And still they just stared. So I took the staring back. Only what I saw, well, I can't exactly to this day describe it, but I swear as sure as they was wearing green and holding guns. They each was wearing a piece of the future on their faces. I saw how J.F., once he got back to Chicago, shot dead by the police. And I saw how Gilbert was gonna start beating up on his wife, which I couldn't understand. Because all he could talk on and on about was how much he loved them. Each and every one of them had pain in his future and blood on his past. And God or the devil once spoke to me and said, Joey, these boys ain't gonna have no kind of happiness after the war. They ain't gonna have no kind of happiness. Well, right then and there, it come to me, the secret to their pain. Late that night, after the medics done checked me over and found me fit for fighting, after everybody done settled down for the night, with a needle I done stole from the medics. Psst. I shot a little air into his vein. Second he died, all the hurt to come just left his face. 2 weeks later, I got jailed. After that, Woodrow, Jim and Joe. I even spent all night by the latrine, because I knew the captain always made a late night visit. And psst, psst, I got him. You see, that's how come I came back to life. Because just like Jesus went around healing the sick, I'm supposed to go around healing all the hurt these colored balls away from the wall. I know the secret. Secret to your pain. Secret to y'all. And the secret to y'all.
I understand this game.
What's to understand?
I just want to say it out loud so we both can understand.
What's to understand?
Why don't you explain it then?
You have to convince me to step over the line. I have to convince you to step over the line.
Why?
To teach us negotiation skills.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does. It's just a game.
What are the rules? Games have rules.
No rules. Just arbitrary goals. I have to convince you to step over the line. You have to convince me to step over the line. Thus, we learn skills of negotiation and persuasion.
But it can't work. I mean, I gain nothing by coming over your side of the line. That's not negotiation. Negotiation, you have to offer something, mutual benefit.
Okay. I'll buy you lunch if you step over the line.
Oh, come on.
No, really.
That's not negotiation. That's bribery.
Like you said, there are no rules. Just results.
You're the bottom line.
What?
The motto of the camp.
Oh, I didn't know.
They got it written on the gate and the grill work.
Oh, come on. Look, what do you say? You step over the line, I'll buy you lunch.
How do I know you will?
Because I'm a nice guy. Look, I keep my word. You can ask anybody.
Nobody here asked. Everybody else is on the trust tower banging each other on ropes.
Then I guess you're just gonna have to trust me.
Besides, getting free lunch has nothing to do with the game. I cross over the line, I lose the game.
Well,
So that's the point, isn't it? Not to lose?
I thought you thought the game didn't make any sense.
Maybe not, but that's why we're here, to play the game. There's something to learn here.
You know my boss sent me here?
So do mine.
But my boss is very eager to see how I do.
I don't think anyone is going to judge us. This is supposed to improve our interpersonal business skills, our sense of self.
Well, if my sense of self doesn't improve significantly, like it's going to be out of a job. So, what do you say?
They you worry too much. It's just a game.
So, let me learn from winning. Then we can share our insights.
No, wait, let's be logical about this. What are they trying to teach us?
To figure out how to win.
Win what? How often in business do you have to convince someone to cross over a line?
Dude, it's about winning. It's a metaphor.
Right, for what?
I don't know. for quarterly sales. Look, I tell you what, I'll buy you dinner too.
All the meals are included. Low fat and nutritious.
Then when we get out.
Oh wait, we're going about this all the wrong way. I think like the people that put us here. They're consultants, corporate management consultants, right?
Yeah.
How did they pitch us to our vice president of human resources? Send us all your junior execs and for $5,000 a head, we'll teach them how to cross over a line?
It's possible.
So the question is, how does our human resources VP think? An oxymoron, I know, but still, remember when he put those kid hanging from a twig posters in every cubicle? Hang in there?
What's your point?
That there's something soft and color here, something warm, hidden beneath that cruelty, byron of a win-lose situation. They're trying to teach us something, how to think outside of a line, as they were.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna give you cash. You know, you can buy your own dinner when you get back to the world. You know, get something with cream sauce. Something with meat, for God's sake.
I don't eat meat. I like the food here.
I'll tell you something. If you don't cross that line, look, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna tear you limb from limb.
You have to cross the line to get at me, and then I'll win.
You're a lousy businessman. You know, you couldn't sell water in a drought.
What are you doing now?
I'm trying to provoke you into attacking me. Then you have to cross the line.
No good. I study Rashaan, a progressive martial arts that teaches us to ignore all attacks.
Look, how old are you?
What does that have to do with anything?
The game. Trust me.
25.
Yeah, so is everybody. Yo, what, 25? 26? Couple of years out of college or business school. I'm 35. You know, hanging around you people, I feel like Humbert.
Humbert who?
Never mind. Thing is, look, y'all here to get started. I'm here because I tried everything else. It's my job. Do you understand?
What's your job, by the way?
Vice President of Human Resources.
Oh. Sorry.
Look, it wasn't always like this. I was like you. They put me in sales. You know, dangled those year-end bonuses like meat on a stick. And we all bathed and you have to win at. But I wasn't any good, you know. They gave us this crap to sell, but I didn't want any. I couldn't see why anybody else would.
I see.
You don't. You're young. You think anything's possible. You've always been brilliant. You always were picked first. You think it's never going to end. No, but it will. It will. You know the Vice President of Human Resources, he just vanished one day. Didn't even clean out his desk. They told me to take his place, and that's when I felt a cold wind. Now I sit there, ordering pictures of kittens and of marathon runners and sunsets. You know, with slogans that say, go the distance and no talent is a guarantee for success. I mean, but what is? There aren't any posters that tell you that.
Hey, calm down. It's just a game.
It's not. It's my life. Look, I'm sitting here wondering, when am I going to advantage? You know, I come across a brochure. Executive boot camp, it says. Send us your executives to our jungle so we can teach them how to survive in yours. You know, all the testimonials, the skills, the confidence. Rappelling down walls without a care in the world. It's what I needed. I wrote up a memorandum right away.
Oh, thanks. I'm really enjoying it.
This is my last chance. Don't you understand? You're young. What is it to you to lose this game? It's everything to me. Please, come across the line. Let me win.
That's not necessary.
Yes, it is. I just told you.
No, I mean for either one of us to win or lose. We could both win.
Are you crazy? It's a line. Two sides. One winner, one loser.
Sure, that's what it looks like, but they're trying to get us to think laterally. If the traces are apples or oranges, we're supposed to think tutti frutti.
I don't follow.
The rules say You win if the other person crosses the line. But they don't say only one person can win.
You mean
We could cross over the line at the same time. We both can win.
that doesn't happen in real life?
We don't expect it to happen, but that's what they're trying to teach us. Cooperate to achieve all goals. I can see that on the poster, can't you?
Of course, at the same time.
Exactly. And on and off we go to lunch. It's couscous with roasted chipotle peppers. I can't wait.
This is supposed to make us better executives.
Better people. Count of 3?
Okay. But I count them.
Yeah.
1, 2,
3! 2 out of 3.
Ready?
This the spot?
Absolutely. I remember this tree. The way it grows out of the rock.
There's about 1 trillion trees growing around us. And you remember that particular tree?
I remember this curve, the way it must have turned from the northwest wind.
I've seen hundreds of trees growing out of rock.
So?
Heliotropism grows toward the southern exposure.
That's east.
Can't be. There's the last light. That's west, so that's gotta be south.
You're right. I've gotten turned around by the terrain.
And you know I'm not an outdoor guy, right?
Then you toss the packs over to me. Ready?
Almost.
Pebble?
Boots too big? Told you I should have got a size smaller.
Not with hiking socks. Are those cotton?
Yeah,
What happened to your wool socks?
wool irritates my feet. You know, it makes my feet sweat.
Wool breathes moisture away. Cotton holds it in. Cold feet, you're beat.
You're so full of those mountaineer sayings.
Ready?
You sure this is where we jumped over this morning?
Positive.
You know, I wish I could see the ledge over there.
I've been hiking this trail half of my life. You could get a cold nor'wester on a July day. The fog pours over the snow like smoke. Since we stopped here, it's dropped another 6 degrees. We really have to keep moving.
Then let's go.
You okay about it?
I wish I felt better about it.
You're not 100%?
Look, I know I could jump 5 feet. I did so this morning.
But?
It's just,
Damn fog?
yeah. Look, I wish I could see what's on the other side.
Scientific method. Observe. I'm going to throw this stone. QED. Okay?
No,
Didn't you hear the stone hit the other side of the ledge?
I heard stone hit stone. Whether that's the ledge we jumped from this morning, I don't know, and neither do you.
Well, what else could it be?
I don't know, and neither do you.
Okay. Listen to this stone.
You know you could throw stones over all day long for all I care. I mean, there's no way I'm jumping where I can't see.
For one thing, we don't have all day, okay? If we get caught in that blizzard, okay, we really need to keep moving.
You know, I still don't believe this is where we jumped. Let me ask you something. Why did you pick this day? I mean, didn't you even listen to the weather report?
Look, Mount
I
Rainier...
mean, a meteorologist can even see that a storm's coming.
Rainier makes its own weather, okay? It's unpredictable. Either way, after we jump, we're gonna have to descend 6,000 or 7,000 feet. We really need to keep moving.
Well, look, I need a break.
Okay, we need to keep ahead of the storm.
Look, my sugar's low.
Minutes count. All right, we can eat later.
Well, look, I feel weak, and I'm gonna need energy if I'm gonna jump.
This might do you better. Trail mix.
I'll stay with my potato chips.
All that salt is gonna make you thirsty, which is gonna make you urinate, which is gonna make you tired.
Excuse me for being human.
You must have stopped half a dozen times.
So? I mean, who's counting?
It takes a toll, that's all I'm saying, okay? It's gonna make you tired. All that junk, that's all you eat. It's times like this that discipline pays off.
And it's times like this that I really don't need a lecture on health.
Sorry.
No big deal.
Actually, never mind.
No. What? What?
You want to take a few practice leaps? You know, we could sort of sneak up on into it. Okay, come on. Let's stretch.
My legs are fine. It's my brain.
If I jumped first, would that convince you?
Yeah, it would. It would convince me that you're out of your mind.
What if I jumped first and landed safely?
And what if you're wrong?
How could I be wrong? Nobody moved the mountain.
You know, you're so cocksure. I mean, you won't even consider the possibility that you could be mistaken.
We did it this morning. We can do it again.
And what if you fall to your death?
Come on.
Or worse?
What could be worse?
Okay, you fall down the chasm. You break your back. You're in terrible pain, and I'm up here unable to help you.
I'm prepared for that.
Who could possibly be prepared for that?
I mean, anything could happen up here. Rock slides, an avalanche, a bear looking for her cubs, a jump, a stumble, a fall. Worst could happen in Seattle.
Would you dash across the street if you were blind?
It's not the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, a blind person knows that there's another side of the street. They know that drivers have car brakes.
Your fear is talking.
Well, where I come from, they call it smarts. Man, this is a hell of a first date.
After I jump over, okay, toss the packs over and toss them high. It's better to overshoot. Just note where I jumped from, all right? Let this be your marker. Jump from the marker, give yourself enough running space, and measure it. And remember to jump high. Only bad thing is you're gonna sort of come in for a crash landing because you don't really know how to break your fall, okay?
Unbelievable.
What?
You're really gonna run and leap into the fall without knowing what's on the other side?
I know what's over there.
You don't know what's over there. You think, you hope, you believe. Look, you don't know the difference between what you hope and what you feel.
You heard the stone hit the other side of the ledge.
Stone hit stone. That's a youism. Listen, you hope a ledge is over there, therefore a ledge is over there. Wrong. There's rock over there. I mean, it could be what, vertical, circular, or horizontal. It's not there because you say it. It's only there when I can see it.
So, what do you suggest we do?
I don't know, find a fallen tree, make a bridge.
Brilliant. Trust a tree that's been down for years full of termites.
Just nuts.
You know, nuts is us waiting for that blizzard to catch up to us. Nuts is wasting precious time.
Well, look, we came this way, when we jumped to take a shortcut. So why don't we just backtrack and, take the long way home?
We can't. It's going to take us 2 hours and we're going to run right into the storm.
Then I guess we're just going to have to wait out the storm then.
In shorts and a t-shirt, okay, that's going to have Arctic winds up to 75 miles per hour, okay? That's hurricane speed. That's hypothermia. And it's going to come down on us in about 2, 3, 4 hours, all right? No. It's going to be wet snow. We need to keep ahead of the snow because we're going to die, all right? This mountain, it kills disrespecters. If we stay here, we're gonna die horribly.
Let me ask you something. If you knew there could be blizzards here up in July, why did you come here so unprepared?
I goofed.
Oh. You mean you could be wrong sometimes?
I'm not wrong about this ledge.
Well, you thought east was west, and you were gonna jump.
Okay, now if you would just get out of my way, I'm gonna prove it to you.
You're so certain.
Okay, just move, please.
You're so absolute about what you can't see.
I know in my heart that it's there.
Oh, you don't know anything.
Move.
This really is a hell of a first day.
Yeah, and it's also the last.
Oh yeah, no question about that.
You're just a cat up a tree. Okay, this morning you leaped across laughing, and now you just get a bit of discomfort and you're trying to manufacture reasons why not to jump. All right, you're stressed, you're tired, and you're letting fear take the best of you.
Hey, you want to take a shortcut? My God, what was I thinking when I said yes?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Well, you know, I mean, I never scored on a mountaintop before. I mean, I thought you wouldn't want to keep seeing a guy who wasn't as crazy as you. You know, so I jumped. Of my own free will. You didn't make me. I mean, all the conversations we had. You know, I thought if I didn't, come into your world and take all those chances, that we'd never be close. I didn't know it was gonna kill me. Just go.
I can't just go. Okay, I'm responsible for getting you on this side. Let's just hold hands and we can jump across together. Okay, come on.
What?
Okay, we can throw the packs over. We'll stand back, way back, and then we'll take a flying leap across. All right, we can do it.
You really are out of your freaking mind.
You're just saying that because you don't want to take that leap. But when you feel those Arctic winds and your heat core starts dropping and you start hallucinating and all you want to do is sleep, you might come to your senses. But it's going to be too late. You're going to be more afraid and you're going to be weaker.
Look, let's just make a shelter.
Out of what?
Trees.
What trees?
The branches. I don't know anything.
You think this is easy?
We will figure it out.
Lifetime woodsmen would be hard-pressed.
Then you know what? You go on. And when you get back, you just tell everybody where I am, all right?
Look, I worked search and rescue. Okay, they don't go out in bad storms. They only risk lives for lives to a point. This storm is that point. If they were going to try to get to you, they'd need a 6-man foot and a dog unit. They'd need a 10-foot ladder and a litter 6,000 feet. Okay? The snow would be too deep. The helicopter won't fly out. They'd wait it out. It won't fly in 40 miles per hour winds. Okay? Maybe they'll come. Maybe they won't. Maybe all they need is a body bag. But then again, there might be 2 other goofs that they might have to fetch. You know, I've heard that there's 2 skeletons hanging on the southeast precipice. Mountain climbers. Nobody's been able to reach them. They're just hanging there, back and forth. Nobody's been able to reach them. Untouchable. With rib cages and vertebrae just hanging. Untouchable.
Damn.
We did it this morning. We can do it again.
Girl, that was a lifetime.
That was 8 hours ago, okay? We did it this morning. We can do it again.
No. No. This is definitely not the spot that we jumped from. Because when I jumped, look, I scraped my knee.
So what?
I looked down on rock.
I'm sorry. Okay, I can't listen to this anymore.
I saw my blood on rock.
I have to save my own life.
There's no blood on that rock!
For what it's worth, I've heard it said that freezing is the kindest death. It just you just feel numb. And then when you reach the threshold, you just sort of curl up and fade away. A little bit of pain, but then you just curl up and fade away.
Who would know that?
It's a medical fact.
And would you please tell me who came back from the dead to make it a fact?
But believe what you want to believe, okay? I believe that we're being tested.
Girl, don't get mystical on me. Girl, I need real.
I know this trail.
Yeah, just like you knew east was west. I mean, you think you know a lot of things. I mean, you say things like Mount Rainier's holy. It's a rock, okay? Rainier makes its own weather. I mean, if you knew so much, I mean, we probably would have had the right gear, wouldn't we?
I'm moving on.
Wrong about south being east.
Here's my cat.
Why can't you be wrong about the precipice?
I know in my heart that it's there.
Girl, you don't know anything.
My windbreaker's in there?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's some food. I suggest that you wait as long as you possibly can before you consume all the food.
You a moron.
This is the spot. Okay, this is your foil. You dropped it earlier from your gum wrapper. This is the spot.
I picked mine up.
No. You had 4 gum wrappers and 3 foils. One is missing and this is it.
Oh, you see the foil you found's kind of weathered. That's been here.
Nobody comes up here.
We did?
So where's the other foil?
Look, I don't know. It could be what? On my car floor, in the ashtray. Look, I put my body where my mouth is. Look, if you show me blood on that rock, look, I'll jump. I'll even go first, but girl, you gotta show me.
I can't.
No, you can't.
I can only show you by jumping.
Then why don't you? I mean, nobody's in your way.
I can't now.
Spooked.
I was so sure.
Guess what? You're a human being.
I don't know how this could happen to me.
Damn fog.
Of all the people.
The terrain.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
I'll go look for some firewood.
It's a beautiful night.
Sure is.
Not like at home. At home, it's hot. I didn't know what else to do. Tyler, I was scared. Train. I rode on a train that night once.
God, what a sound. Makes you want to just go. Not even care where. Just go.
Look, there. You can see the smoke. Like little parachutes. Only going up instead of coming down. I didn't know what else to do after you ran
I
off?
didn't run off. I came home on furlough.
But I didn't know when you...
Well, you should have known. It's the same as your brothers.
But I thought you'd come
My
see
family was expecting me home.
But I thought after we talked...
Sarah, you only said that you might be.
No, I said I was sure.
You hadn't even been to a doctor. How could you be sure?
Well, I've been to a doctor now, and I am.
You shouldn't have come here without letting me know first. You shouldn't have done that. You know, you got my mother all upset.
I didn't tell her anything.
You being here, Sarah. Your presence told her. You can't stay here.
Where am I gonna go?
Home.
I can't go home. I don't have any money. I can't go home. I don't have
Look, don't
any
cry.
money. Please.
But crying isn't going
Please,
to... Look, just don't!
I don't mean to. I don't want to. I've cried so much these past few weeks till I mostly just feel dry inside.
Your folks. They know?
But they're not mad at you. They're mostly just mad at me.
Jeez. Look, I thought you said you were married before.
I was.
Well, you should have known not to let something like this happen.
I was only 16.
Well, you're not 16 now. You're, 30? 30?
I'm 34.
34. That's even too old for...
My mother had me when she was 36.
And look at her now!
There's nothing wrong with my mother.
That's not even the point, Sarah. That is not the point.
What is?
The point is that it just might be dangerous for you. It might be.
Well, it's too late now.
Maybe it isn't.
Tyler, no. No, I could never.
All right. If I had the wings of an angel, over these prison walls I would fly, right into the arms of my dear one, and there would I willingly die.
I didn't know you could sing. You've got a real nice voice.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
No, I mean it too. Yeah, I really know I do.
Well, maybe that's what you should be then.
A singer?
Yeah.
Didn't you just hear me? I am a singer.
A real one.
Didn't that sound real to you?
You know what I mean.
Well, maybe I'll go to Hollywood. You know, become a big time singing movie star.
She doesn't like me being here, does she?
I don't know.
Who's Vicky?
Vicky?
Jean said Vicky's sitting with you in church tomorrow.
Friend of hers.
None of yours?
Yeah. Of mine too.
Oh.
Not of mine.
I really like your mother.
Yeah. She's a real special lady.
Did you grow up here in this house?
No.
I thought you did. Where did you?
In a house on the other side of town. We moved around a lot. Lived in Chicago. All over.
Why? How'd you come back here?
My dad died.
I've lived out on that farm since I was 10 years old. Never got too far. Except when I got married that one time, but it didn't last too long. This is the farthest I've ever been. You like moving around?
Yeah.
Me too. I think I'd like to.
My uncle owns this house. You know, he lets them stay here for free. Now, don't tell her I told you that and all. You know, pride. She liked living here. In this house, in this town. You know, it's where she grew up. Her whole family. Her mother, her father. Her whole history's here. This is her home. She never really liked moving around, I don't think. Women just don't.
Are you gonna stay in the Army?
Probably. I probably will. I don't know.
I think the Army's a good career opportunity.
Whatever happened to that guy you were seeing? You know, the one your mama was on.
She was just trying.
What was his name?
George.
George.
But I quit seeing him after I met you.
Shouldn't have done that. I told you
Tyler, I know what I forgot to tell you. Daddy's bird dog, Rosie, she had her pups.
Good.
You can have one.
Sarah, what am I gonna do with a bird dog in Afghanistan?
I don't know, maybe if they let you keep it, maybe it could keep you warm at night. I go out to the barn with y'all sometimes. I'm gonna rub all over my skin and my legs. Your bodies are real warm, real soft.
Don't do that.
What? I'm not doing anything, Tyler.
Stop acting like that.
I only want to talk. I'm not doing anything. It's hard to talk when... Maybe we can go for a walk. I'd really like that.
Sarah.
God, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't change a thing.
No.
It wouldn't matter. Come on, Tyler.
No.
I miss you.
How do I even know it's mine? How do I know it's not this George?
It's you! It's you!
No, it's not! I was only with you once! Once! And you were seeing that stuff for years!
I promise.
You stop it!
No!
Stop it right
It's
now!
It's yours, I swear!
No,
it's
you're
yours.
trying to hang this on me.
No,
You're trying to hang it on me because you think I'm your way out!
No, I'm not!
I'm not!
I like you, Tyler, I like you! Nobody's ever touched me. Oh my God! Oh my God! Why is this happening to me? Oh my God! Why is this happening to me? Tyler, why are you doing this? It is yours. I'm serious. It's yours. I swear. Please. Please, God, help me. It is yours. Somebody, please help me.
Hey.
Please, no.
Come on, Sarah. Come, Sarah. Hey. How can I talk to you?
How could you say that to me?
Because you got your head buried.
How could you say that about it not being yours? How could you?
I'm sorry.
My daddy called me.
He had no business calling you anything. You're a very nice, very sweet girl.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Well, what are we gonna do, Tyler?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I guess, you know.
I'm gonna be leaving here in 2 weeks. I'm gonna be gone a year. Almost a year.
Lots of husbands go off.
You don't want to marry somebody like me. I'm nowhere near being ready to settle down. Nowhere near. I'm too young.
I'm thinking about the baby.
And so am I. Just ask yourself one question. What kind of father am I going to be? Just think about
You'll be
that.
better than no father at all. Look, I know you love me. I know you don't. Even though you said it
Oh,
one
Sarah!
time.
Come on. Don't make it sound like... I do. I do love you. Just not the kind of love that you get married on.
You could go anywhere you like. I wouldn't mind. I take real good care of you. I don't mind if we moved around. I swear I take real good care of you, Tyler. People don't have to love each other to get married. If we loved our little baby.
I don't know. God. A baby. It is mine.
Yes.
Mine.
I had a dream about it. It was wrapped all up in a beautiful blue blanket.
Yeah. You know, I always wanted to have a... Well, you know, when you grow up, you want to have kids. I don't know. I don't know what to say or how I feel, Sarah. I don't know what to say. My mind doesn't seem to want to stay on one idea too long or make any sense of it. Time. Just give me some time. We'll work it out.
We will?
Yes. We'll work it out.
Could you? No.
What?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Could you put your arm around me and say that? You wouldn't have to do anything else. Could you?
We're gonna work it out, Sarah. So wipe that worried look off your face.
When?
I thought that's all you wanted me to say. Look, you had time to think about this. I'm gonna need time to do that too. And we're gonna need to talk some more.
I could talk all night.
No, not to me, you couldn't. I'm beat. Besides, aren't you supposed to be getting a lot of rest and everything?
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow, we're gonna get up early, have a nice big breakfast.
I can only eat crackers in the morning.
Well, maybe in the afternoon we'll go on a picnic. You can eat in the afternoon, okay?
All of us?
Whatever. Just don't push anything, Sarah. It's gonna be all right. I promise. Now go on.
I don't feel scared anymore, Tyler.
Good.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.